This is Mark. Mark is single. He works in a bank and makes a six-figure salary. Mark has this great idea for an application that will make him rich. Mark leaves his job to focus on his project. But Mark is not a programmer, so he hires programmers to create the application. Mark is not a marketer either, so he hires a marketing agency to promote the application. Within 8 months, Mark has used up all the money he had put aside. Mark needs more capital. He turns to family and friends for funding, and he also racks up credit card debt. Within 18 months, Mark's startup idea has failed. He's avoiding his friends after having wasted their money, and he's filing for bankruptcy after failing to pay the credit card debt. Mark is a dumbass. This is Steve. Steve also has a comfortable office job and a good salary. Unlike Mark, Steve knows better. Steve knows that if he wants his startup idea to succeed, he needs to put it in the hands of professionals. He also knows that he will need a lot of money to finance his dream. Thus, he needs to stay in his job until his startup starts making enough money. Steve searches for a company offering startup as a service, then hires startupasservice.com team. They build the website and the apps, market it to get users and customers, manage the startup, and even land key partnerships. The startup is set on a success road, all while Steve is enjoying the security of a stable job. 2 years later, Steve's startup is making enough money for him to quit his job and hire assistants to help him manage the startup. Steve is smart. Be like Steve. Startupasservice.com. Let us build your startup for you before you fuck up your life.